There have been all sorts of pretty good sci-fi flicks that have come out over the last few years, aside from the new Star Wars films. And I just experienced a new one from the director of the Star Wars anthology film known as Rogue One, Gareth Edwards. And it's called The Creator, now playing in theaters. But is this new sci fi film worthy of becoming an epic sci fi blockbuster? Or is this another supposed blockbuster that's due to be a major disaster? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the just now released sci-fi flick The Creator, released by 20th Century Studios for Regency Enterprises. Produced and directed by Gareth Edwards, who co-wrote the screenplay with Chris Weitz. Starring John David Washington, along with Gemma Chan, Kim Watanabe, Sturgill Simpson, Allison, Janney, and Madeleine Yuna Voyles in her film debut. The film's story is set in a future impacted by war between the human race and the forces of artificial intelligence. It follows an special forces agent who is recruited to hunt down and kill the creator, who has developed a mysterious weapon with the power to end the war by destroying mankind itself. Now, there have been major advances in robotics and artificial intelligence that they've been integrated far into American society as a whole, with the American public seemingly embracing the concept entirely. But in 2055, a nuclear weapon was detonated in LA, and artificial intelligence was blamed. And numerous things had occurred afterwards. A decade later, an undercover U.S. agent, Joshua Taylor, lives with his pregnant wife Maya in New Asia. But military troops attack his home, exposing his cover in process. Now, this isn't all the story. See, the reason why it's New Asia, I will explain. After artificial intelligence was blamed, and as a result of what happened in LA, a massive military campaign backed by the US government vowed to destroy the AI as a whole, causing those that have managed to escape the onslaught to take refuge in the East, primarily New Asia, where the people in that region still embrace artificial intelligence. But anyway, back to what happens when Joshua's home is and his cover is been revealed and exposed in the process. Maya and her friends attempt to flee, only to presumably die in an explosion deployed by the USS Nomad, a massive orbiting military station designed to combat the remaining AI. And 5 years later, Joshua is working at the Ground Zero cleanup crew in LA, where he is approached by U.S. military officials for a reconnaissance mission to find and destroy Narmada, leader of the AIs in New Asia, along with a rumored weapon that would end the war in favor of AI. Joshua at first declines, but reconsiders after his commanding officers inform him that Maya is not dead. And during the operation, he discovers, finds the weapon that Narmada has created. But it's a 6-year-old girl designated Alpha Omega, which he calls Alfie. And after seeing drawings of a tattoo Maya had, he goes rogue and decides to protect Alfie in order to find her. That's all the story I can give to you, so you're gonna have to see the movie to know the rest. So, from what I've seen, I really think this was really, really good and what have you. I think this was just epic and exciting. Now, I appreciate what critics are saying about this, praising the visual effects. Yes, very good. Gareth Edward's direction, very good, which actually marks a big comeback from after being gone for, oh, well, for some time, even after directing Rogue One, a Star Wars story. The performances from the cast were pretty good, and its portrayal of the conflict between humans and AIs is timely and relevant. Were well received as well. Unfortunately, criticism was aimed towards the writing, especially at the third act. Well, I can't really blame them, but and its score on Rotten Tomatoes is 67. What's all that? What's all that about? Well, I mean, what's up with that? I mean, I can't understand this. Come on, this story out perfect with a good score, but now it's gone down. Man, we may be destined to have yet another big disappointment for a good film and what have you. You've seen what happened with some other more recent sci-fi flicks, but let's not jump into that subject for this video, okay? Because I really don't want to talk about any more of it. However, it does have a good score from Hans Zimmer. Very, very good and what have you. Actually, Edwards revealed that he initially planned on having a company specializing in AI-generated music to replicate his style of music, although the process gave him satisfying results. So Edwards instead chose Zimmer to originally score the film. So, the score was pretty good. Now, this movie was originally to be titled True Love, but then was changed to its current title. Now, Edwards has cited films like Apocalypse Now, Baraka, Blade Runner, Akira, Rayman, The Hit, E.T., and even Paper Moon as this film's sources of inspiration. That's completely understandable, definitely. Now, as for our cast, we have John David Washington playing Joshua, and I gotta give him credit for what he had to offer. Gemma Chan played Maya, she was good. Ken Watanabe plays the character of Harun, he was good. Sturgill Simpson played the character of Drew, very good. And Allison Janney played Colonel Howell. Believe me, this is the first time I've seen Janney take on a serious role instead of a comedic role. You know what I'm saying? But I think the biggest performance in the movie was young Madeleine Yuna Voyles as Alfie. Or Alpha O, as she was known as, but it was Alfie that the name Joshua gave her. So she was very good as well. Now, of course, before the film's release, Edwards stated that there are no plans for a sequel, saying that I was like endings, my favorite part of the story is the ending. My favorite part of a joke is the punchline, and so I just wanted it to be this self-contained thing. So I mean, it's a high-class problem. If someone ever came up and said, we want a sequel, that'd be a really good problem to have, but it is not the plan, no. So we can't guarantee, so I'm going to agree with Edwards. I think this film is good as is. I doubt this would even, I don't think this will get a sequel. But nevertheless, I found the film to be pretty good. I think it had some pretty good, awesome sequences and what have you, especially with the big ship and what have you, which that was really something. Overall, I think the creator was very good, and I think you'll really like it and what have you. Go check it out. It is playing in theaters, so it has a good cast. The story is fine, what have you. The effects are good. The direction's good. The score is good, etc., etc., etc. So for my score, I'm going to give the creator 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving it a 9. So, what did you think of the creator? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time for my spooktacular October schedule and pickups from September of this year. So if you like this, consider checking out these other videos. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of, well, it's a re-review of Gareth Edwards' recent hit, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Or, if you'd like, go to the upper right-hand corner and see one of the films that was kind of served as the sources of inspiration for it, the classic E.T., the extraterrestrial. Or if you'd like another help out John David Washington, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of the film that introduced me to him, and that would be Tenet. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.